Today, it's the 1992 World Pool Billiards Association World 9-Ball Championships. Our match today is a men's semifinal between gentleman Kim Davenport and Bob Big Game Hunter. Both players come from the United States and are highly ranked on the Professional Billiards Tour in America. Davenport is ranked number 4, while Hunter is number 8. Each has won major titles throughout the world, and neither is new to the pressure of World Championship competition. We'll join our color commentators, former world champion Jim Mattia, known to pool fans around the world as Pretty Boy Floyd, and his lovely co-host Joanne Mason when we return.
We're down to 4 players now, the semifinals here. Kim Davenport from Modesto, California versus Bobby Hunter, who is originally from the state of Michigan, but now makes his home in Carson City, Nevada. And here we are for game number 1.
Ooh, 9-ball on the break.
9-ball on the break. Yeah, you're off to a good selection so far, Joe. Kim Davenport with a 9-ball on the break to open up the match. This is a race to 11.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lloyd. Kimmer happens to have one of the best breaks on the tour, if I must say so myself, and he's showing it.
Obviously, he pocketed the 9-ball on the break for game number 1. He takes a 1-0 lead. The Kimmer, as a lot of people call him. I call him California Cool.
He's switching sides from where he broke that first time. I wonder why he's doing that.
Powerful break Kim Davenport has, as you witnessed in game number 1.
Now he has not pocketed a ball. I just don't understand why he would do that. Matter of fact, after this match is over, I think I'm going to have to go and ask him why he did such a thing.
That is a puzzling question, to tell you the truth. Joanne Mason, the number 4 ranked player in America today, my host for tonight's action.
Well, Bobby Hunter seems to be a little shaky on that first shot.
He might be a little bit excited after his win over Oliver Ortman from Germany, figuring that he shouldn't be here. And
oh, yeah.
There he is. Perhaps he might play this match a little bit loose. But,
that's a good point. You know what? He's sitting right now in the chair with his arms clenched. He looks a little cold out there. I wonder if maybe he's just a little bit cold. We'll see what happens as this match progresses, but it looks like to me that Kim is going to get out to a very strong start.
Well, he's leading 1-0. The balls are open. He has a chance to take a 2-0 lead here if he can execute properly, that is.
Floyd, tell me about this glove he's using. I've never seen him use that before, and I've been told he just put it on at the very beginning of this tournament because he felt like it was a little bit humid in here.
Yeah, it's been a little bit humid this week here in Taipei. The weather outside has been a little wet, and it's affected our equipment inside here. So he decided to use a glove and, you know, want to get that smooth stroke in there. It's a little hard to stroke the cue when your hands are sticky. So he's playing with the glove. I noticed that, I think, in the last match against the defending world champion, Earl Strickland, whom he absolutely destroyed 15 games to 1. As a matter of fact, in the last round, not only Earl Strickland went down, a defending 2-time world champion, but Robin Bell, who was also a defending 2-time world champion, she bit the dust also.
She sure did.
We're going to have something new this year. We're going to have 2 completely new world champions.
That's right, and also completely 2 new people in the finals in both the men's and women's division. Neither person who was in the finals in either bracket last year will be there again. It was Nick Varner and Earl Strickland last year, with Earl the victor, and Robin Bell and myself last year, with Robin being the victor. So 4 new faces.
All right. With the runner-up world champion here, Joanne Mason, coming out of Monticello, New York, who was just married last week. So, hey, I can't call you Joanne Mason anymore. I guess it's going to be Joanne Mason Parker. Is that correct?
Well, that is correct, but we're going to just add that Parker on because people do know me as Joanne Mason, so we'll just go Joanne Mason Parker.
Well, I wish you many happy years.
Thanks very much.
Kim Davenport here with an excellent opportunity to take a 2-0 lead. Has a straight-in shot here on the 7-ball. The 8 seems to be not much of a problem, or the 9. Just proper execution. Keep your head down. Follow through with that stroke.
No, I think he heard you. He sure did execute that very nicely, and a little bit, maybe more of an angle here than he might have wanted, but I think it'll be no problem for him.
Well, Kim's playing very loose, especially after destroying the defending world champion, Earl Strickland, like he did. I'm sure he feels very confident against Bobby Hunter. But Bobby Hunter pulled out a squeaker against Oliver Ortmann. Oliver Ortmann from Germany had a chance to put him away, and he had the chance to win, but he didn't do it. So I know Oliver's feeling quite sad right now. But, hey, we're going to hear a lot more from him in the future, too.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Oliver Ortmann is a tremendous player from Germany. Player, too. I believe he's only 24 years old. And he's won, well, there goes Kim.
We'll be back we're on Prime Network, where Davenport leads 2-0.
Now look at this, Floyd. He's breaking with his hand on the table. Looks like he's just experimenting to see where the best place to break from is. I don't think he's too concerned about making a ball on the break right now. He just is testing things out there. Once again, not pocketing a ball on the break and giving Bobby another shot. And let's see if Bobby can make this one ball that he's shooting at.
Okay. Kim Davenport voted the husband of the year from...
Who voted him that?
I think his wife did, as a matter of fact.
Well, now Bobby made that shot.
Watching Bobby Hunter from Carson City, Nevada, who was the 1990 World Straight Pool Champion. Had a marvelous win a little while ago against Oliver Ortmann. He's happy to be where he's at right now. I know that because Oliver really had him on the ropes.
Oh, he sure did. He really should have won that match. He missed a 9-ball and then an 8-ball 2 times in a row in 2 different games to let it go to that final 5th set. Let's see what Bobby's going to do here. Looks like that 8-ball's in to play there a little bit.
Nice shot. I think he's got room to make the 4 here. If he does, he has a chance to win a game here. If the 8 is not blocking the pocket, the 4-ball looks to go by the 8. Doesn't seem any problem there from the looks of the way Bob's stroking the ball.
Yep, no problem there.
We're in Taipei, Taiwan with the WPBA World 9-Ball Championships from 1992. Last year, our tournament was held in Las Vegas, Nevada. The previous year, Bergheim, Germany. Next year, to be somewhere in Europe.
And then I heard Australia after that. So that should be quite interesting. Well, Bobby looks like he has this rack pretty much under control. He's got a nice shot on the 7-ball. The 8-ball is very close to that low left-hand corner pocket. And he'll just have to come across now for that 9-ball in the upper right-hand corner pocket.
Did I say WPBA a second ago? I meant to say WPBA. I'm excited. Hey, let's face it. I'm watching great players all week long.
Well, I don't blame you. This has been a tremendous event with some great playing, as we are seeing right now. Very good.
Bobby Hunter gets back in the ball game here a little bit.
Let's review the basic rules of 9-ball. First, the balls must be shot in sequence 1 through 9. The object is to pocket the 9-ball, which may be done in its turn or on an earlier combination. If a player fouls or scratches, the opponent gets ball in hand. The winner of each game breaks. The first player to win 11 games wins the match. And now back to Jim and Joanne.
Good power break by Hunter. He's breaking the balls well this tournament.
He made the 1 and, 3 balls. The 1, the 3, and the 5.
Taipei, Taiwan, they're hanging from the rafters in here. We got about 40 million people outside trying to get in. Hey, you couldn't buy a ticket to this place for $1 million.
Let's see Bobby now. He's shooting that 4-ball. Nice shot.
Good shot. Good, solid shot. Both players look very confident at the opening of this match.
They sure do.
This might go down to the wire. You think there's a possibility of that?
Well, I guess so. I mean, they both have come this far, and I don't think either one is going to give it up easily, and that's a spot in the final. So,
speaking of the final, we originally started with 64 men in this tournament from 20 different countries from around the world. We are down to our final 4. 3 of the final 4 are from America. The only other player is the fantastic Efren Reyes from the Philippines. And you hear a lot of applause. applause on the other side of the room for Efren Reyes, who just won a game from Johnny Archer. But getting back here to Bobby Hunter, he's got a chance to tie this match up. He has a fairly easy shot there on the 8 ball in the side pocket. Now the only problem is to come down table, get position for the 9 ball.
That's right. It looks like he's shooting it in the side, and he's got to hit it with a pretty firm stroke to draw it over a little bit. And he has with no problem. He bounces off the rail a little bit there. Has a nice shot on the 9 ball. Should be no problem for Bobby. Yep, there he goes.
We'll be right back with Welcome Back to the World Billiards Tour on Prime Network. While we were away, Kim and Bob split games 5 and 6 and are now tied at 3 games each. As we rejoin the action, Bob Hunter is breaking in Game 7.
Look at that 9 ball again.
From the same side of the table, Joe.
Absolutely, Floyd. I'm telling you, we're going to see a lot of that, I have a feeling.
The balls are breaking good tonight.
They sure are, and now they're 1 each in 9 balls on the break. So that's all tied up.
Fans are going to see some great pool tonight.
That's for sure. And now the score is 4-3. We go into the frame.
So Kim Davenport from Modesto, California, who saw himself leading in the match 1-0, now trails in the match 4 games to 3 as we head into frame number 8. Bobby Hunter, Joe, is going to take and put that cue ball right in the same exact spot. Says, hey, maybe I can do this again.
Sure, why not? I'll tell you what, it's moved out every single time they've broken these balls, and figures to do it again if he hits them solidly, which he has been doing. There it goes. Look at this, almost again.
Towards the corner.
And this time he comes up dry.
Well, not totally dry. I believe he's snookered Kim Davenport. I think the 8 ball is in the way of the 1 ball. I don't think Kim has a shot. We might be seeing the push out into effect here. You want to tell us a little bit about the push out rule?
Sure, Floyd. The push out rule is on the opening shot where the incoming player has the opportunity, if they don't like the table, to move the cue ball anywhere they like. And then the opponent of his can either shoot or tell him to shoot. That's really the only disadvantage to the shot, is that you don't have the choice. Your opponent has the choice. But in a situation like this, you may find it wise to do that. But we do know that Kim loves to jump the ball, and if he wants to, he could. But it looks like he can see a part of this ball, which he was able to.
He went for the shot there. Gutsy shot by Kim Davenport. Taking a little roll of the dice here early in the match. Comes up a little short. Bobby Hunter now with an opportunity to do a little damage. You know, the crazy thing about pool that drives you nuts, Joe, and I know you know, is that when you miss a shot and your opponent comes to the table, you never really know when you're going to get out of that chair.
Well, that's one of the great parts about this game, and in a way, you know, a tough part about the game is that this is the only sport you can really never shoot. You never get your opportunity to maybe get at that table if your opponent is able to keep you in that chair. Just constantly run those racks.
9 ball is a game of momentum, but hey, you got to make balls on the break before you can get that momentum going.
And you must get a shot on that first ball, too.
Both of these players definitely capable of running 3, 4, 5 racks, who knows how many. But you got to make balls on the break. So for all the youngsters out there who are learning the game of 9 ball, hey, practice that break shot. It's a very important shot in the game of 9 ball.
I have to agree with you. I think it's probably one of the toughest shots in the game as well, to perfect a very good break. And players don't often just practice one type of break like we've been seeing. We've already seen them break off both the side rails, and Kim's already broken with his hand placed on the table. So these are different shots.
Now, Bobby Hunter was looking at the 5-9 there as a possibility. He's going to play this 3 ball into the corner pocket, 4 down here in the opposite side corner pocket. He may select to shoot a 5-9 combination.
I think he's going to, because I don't think that that 5 goes in between the 7-9. We'll find out shortly, though.
I think if the 5 does pass in the pocket, he'll elect to shoot the run out. But if not, I would say that he will go for the combination.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think so.
We can't tell from the angle up here whether the 5 ball has room to pass between the 7 and the 9. If it doesn't, Bobby's obviously going to, he's played position for the combination, Joe.
Yep, and I think he'll make it.
Combinations are tough shots.
Tough shot, especially when the both object balls are far away from one another. Very good
Nice
shot.
He hit it with authority, too.
He sure did. He executed that very nicely.
Bobby Hunter in frame number 8 takes a 5-3 lead over Kim Davenport.
Prime Network returns to the World Billiards Tour from Taiwan, where Kim Davenport and Bob Hunter continue their quest for the World 9-Ball Championship. Davenport won Game 9 and Hunter grabbed Game 10 to bring the score to 6-4 in favor of Bob Hunter.
Bobby's taking a right to Kim, and Kim's taking a right to Bobby. This is going to be a good match, and I think it's going to go right down to the wire. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a final prediction, 11 games to 9. Don't ask me who's going to win it, but I'm going to say the final score.
Well, how'd you know that was my
11-9.
next question?
Uh-huh. Don't give me them tough questions.
Ooh, now if that 4-ball had come up, it could have kissed that 9-ball into the corner. Again, a situation for an early combination with the 4-9.
But he did not pocket a ball on the break. It is Kim Davenport's turn at the table. It looks like a bank shot on the 1-ball here. He's going to bank this 1-ball, I think, because he can play excellent position for the 2-ball if he banks the 1. Getting back to the glove that he's wearing, Joe, you wear a glove yourself.
Yeah,
Can you tell us a little
sure
bit
do.
about that? I've never tried that myself.
Well, I'll tell you, the smooth stroke glove just improved my game a tremendous amount because my hands sweat a lot. And I'll tell you, I'll be honest, if your hands don't sweat, it's not a necessary thing. But in conditions like this, when it's damp and the room gets full of people, as we have a large crowd here today, it has a tendency to get a little damp, and your hands start to stick and stick to the cue stick, and you don't want that ever to happen. So this just enables a nice smooth stroke always.
I thought Kim was wearing that glove because he was trying to hide his wedding ring, but I guess not. Just kidding, Aida. I know you're out there watching.
Well, I'll tell you, he cut that 1-ball in and came back and forth very nicely on the 2-ball. What's he going to do with this 3-ball, though? I don't think it goes in the corner pocket unless he's going to play an earlier combination than even the 4-9 and with the 3-9.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if he's looking to play a combination here. This match has been going very quickly. 9 balls on the break, carom shots, combination shots. Hey, these guys want to get it over with quick.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen every element. I think they're getting hungry for some of this Chinese food out here.
This is combination time. Going to try to play the 3-ball into the 9-ball into the corner pocket.
Oh, he has to reach this really carefully. Very nicely done.
Another combination in frame number 11 as Kim Davenport narrows Bob Hunter's lead. Bob Hunter now leads in the match 6 games to 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, if these fellas keep breaking from that side rail and not making a ball, we're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff happening with these combinations and caroms. Oh, my goodness. He's left that cue ball in the jaws of the back corner pocket.
And now we may see from the looks of Bobby Hunter's face, he is corner hooked. Would you explain what a corner hook is?
Sure. If you can take a look on the table, you'll see that the pockets have corners on them because it's a straight edge. And when the cue ball goes all the way in and sits right in that tiny little area that it has, it gets right behind the rail. So now he can't see this ball straight on. He's got a tough little shot here.
I think he's going to shoot the 2-ball in.
Uh-huh.
Just in case Kim Davenport decides to shoot the shot and does make the 1-ball, hey, he's going to make him have to play position for the 2, which makes it more difficult now because the 2 is spotted on the head spot there as opposed to being hanging in the side pocket. I think he's going to play a safety, obviously. I don't think he would try to cut this ball in. He's going to play for the safe. Nice shot.
Very nicely done and behind the 5-ball.
Kim not too happy with that. He was hoping to lay a snooker down on Bobby Hunter, but he came up just a little bit short. Bobby Hunter now is going to lay down the snooker and say, hey, you want to play dirty, buddy? Take that.
And he got it, too. He sure did. He's got got to be careful not to come underneath this one ball and scratch his cue ball in that pocket.
Good point. Good point. And you called it right on the head, Joe.
I wasn't looking to jinx you, Kim, but I just saw that at the last minute, a possibility to have that happen.
Now, that is foul number 1 for Kim Davenport. We might like to also tell our viewers about the 3-foul rule, Joanne. Explain that to us.
Well, 3-foul rule is where now, let's say Kim is already on this 1 foul. If Bobby elects to play another safety and Kim doesn't again hit the object ball he needs to, he'll be on 2 fouls. And then if Bobby does it 1 more time in a row and he misses it 3 times in a row, that's loss of game.
3 consecutive fouls is loss of game.
Right, 3 consecutive
Not loss
fouls.
of match, but loss of game.
Right. It doesn't happen too often with these great players, because not because they don't play great safeties, but they also play such great kick shots and jump shots and massé shots that it's very hard to get them on 3.
Yeah, it is. It's not often that you see a player lose a game on 3 fouls, but it does come up occasionally.
Yep, it sure does. I suppose Bobby felt it was better off for him to try to run out than try to get him on 3 fouls.
The balls are open here. The key really here is to get position on the 3 where he doesn't have to move the 7, 8, 9. If he can make this 2 ball and get the cue ball over to the side rail by where the 3 is, then he has a good shot to perhaps run this table. So he's going to elect to try to run this table out. But right now the main thing is not the pocketing of the 2 ball, it's the position for the 3.
Well, as we all know, though, Floyd, if you don't pocket the ball, you don't stay at the table. The main thing is always to make that ball. So he's got to bring his cue ball back. Oh, see where, there he goes. And he brought his cue ball back.
No dice, no ice for Bobby Hunter on that shot. It's a good thing that he didn't make the 2 ball, Joe, because it looks as though his cue ball was stuck behind the point.
Once again.
I'm glad I'm sure he's glad that he missed that shot. Of course, then again, if he would have made that shot, it would have changed the angle of the cue ball, and I don't think he would have been behind the point of the pocket.
Means he missed that on the full side, so if he'd have hit that a little thinner and made that ball, he probably would have just gotten those 2 cushions. Very good shot by Kim Davenport.
Great shot.
Excellent. Good stroke on that ball. Now, like you said, Floyd, he's got to be careful. He doesn't want to really disturb those balls because they're laying rather nicely.
Yeah, anytime you go into the balls, you never know how they're going to end up. So they try to work around the balls if they can. He has perfect position for the 4 in the side. He'll just roll the cue ball up a little bit. Play the 5 down in the corner pocket.
The way he's stroking this, it looks like he's going all the way down to the end rail and back.
Okay, same result. So he's going to play the 5 ball into the corner pocket. The 6 down here in this opposite corner pocket.
Funny how we talk about all of this like it's a simple thing to do, but in actuality, that 1 little 3 ball he had was a very tricky little shot.
It sure was. Thinking 2, 3, 4 shots ahead of time, as these players do. They must do that. This is not just a game of shot making, it's a game of strategy. Okay, he's taking a look. I believe he has enough room to make the 8. He's going to maybe possibly make the 7, 8, and 9 all in the same corner pocket.
Yeah, that's what it looks like he's able to do. And I don't believe it will be a problem at all for Kim Davenport. And now all he has to do, Floyd, is pocket that 9 ball, and we're going to have a tied game.
That's right. He's looking to tie it up at 6 games apiece here, Kim Davenport.
And there it is.
Let's rejoin our exciting match on Prime Network.
Let's see Kim's break now. That 9 ball moves out. And it did again, but not quite as close to the corner as before. And he pockets a ball, the 3 ball.
Okay, but he has no shot on the one. He may elect to push the cue ball into a mass A type shot. He may try to play a jump shot. I don't know what he's doing here. I think he's going to...
I don't know. Maybe he can make this off the side rail right next to the one ball and pocket it. Oh.
I don't believe so. He looks like he's aiming straight at the ball. Perhaps he has room to, like you said, play the cue ball to the side rail, come off the rail, and try to pocket
I think
the one.
he may wind up hitting this full. Yep, just like that. It looked like he couldn't, like you said, get quite up enough on that rail because the 6 ball was blocking him.
Well, he got a good roll of the dice there. He's put Bobby Hunter in a difficult situation here.
He's got to be careful not to hit the 4 ball first. Otherwise, once again, we'll have a foul. Looks like he's hitting the cue ball low so that after it makes contact with the 1 ball, it will maybe hold up.
Well, Joe, it looks as though Kim has a bank shot on the 1. I would think that he was going to go for this shot. Bank shot on the 1.
Yep.
Cross sides.
That's what it looks like from here. Oh, and he did not get a very good roll off of that wonderful shot he just made.
Didn't. But the important thing was he made the shot. He's still at the table.
A tough little shot.
He's going to play a safety. He's going to try to put Bobby Hunter in a tough situation, play the 2 ball at one end of the table and the cue ball back up table. Okay. Good shot. I believe he's snookered Bobby Hunter.
I believe so. I think that 5 ball is covering it, and the 7 maybe the other part of it. He may be able to do a little jump through this and make contact with the 2, but leaving once again everything up in the... Oh, maybe he can see this.
He can see just a little bit of the 2 ball, perhaps enough to play a safety himself. And that's what he's doing. Nice shot, Bobby Hunter.
Now we see some defense, Floyd. What do you think?
Which we haven't seen too much so far. They've been pretty wide open.
Oh, yeah, a lot of offense here so far. All those combinations and caroms.
We're tied up here at 6 games apiece in frame number 13. Playing a little defense now.
And, ooh.
There's a nice mass A shot by Kim Davenport.
He really hits those shots rather well, doesn't he?
Well, he's been playing a long time, and you know it's kind of like the golfer trying to play the ball out of the sand. You know, it takes a while to get used to those type of shots. So these players are very familiar with mass A shots, even though it is the most difficult and the most colorful shot in the game of pool. There's
Another
a nice
safety.
shot, Bobby Hunter. Hey, we're talking some defense this game.
Look at this. If he does not hit this ball, which I think he will, he has a relatively simple enough kick shot here at the 2 ball. He will have a 2-9 combination.
He's got the jump cue out, Joe. You want to explain a little bit about the jump cue?
Well, the jump cue is a little bit shorter cue. It enables the player to get a better lift on the cue ball, raising it into the air. And I believe he's going to play this combination right now himself.
He's going to go airborne over the 4, over the 5, and try to play the 2-9 combination.
Ooh, and he made contact, did not make it.
Well, he's left Bobby Hunter with not really a whole lot to do here. This is an awfully thin cut on the 2 ball. If he elects to try to cut this ball in, you might say Kim, from a difficult situation, got a pretty good roll out of that.
He sure did. He sure did. He came out of that. Like I said before about when we were talking about the 3-foul rule, it's very hard for them to put each other on 3 because, as you see, they have so many different things that they can pull out of the hat.
Great shot there by Bobby Hunter. Putting a lot of right-hand English spin on his cue ball, cutting the 2 ball in, coming back down table, getting close to his work, the 4 ball. He left himself with a good position on the 4.
That was excellent. Now he'll follow up for the 5 ball. Play the 5 ball in the side pocket.
No problem there.
Looks very simple from here.
Yeah, he should win this from him. Take a 7-6 lead, but hey, it always looks easy from up here.
It sure does. I'll tell you what. It's easy to be a Monday morning quarterback, but now Bobby has that 6 ball. He'll play the 7 in the side, the 8 in the left-hand corner, and the 9 in the corner where it's closest to.
I think that's a good assumption of that. I'd play it the same way.
Very good shot.
Perfect position, as you said, the 7 ball into the side. Stop it right there. Play the 8 ball in the corner pocket.
Yep, and he's got no problem now. This is just routine from here.
Bobby Hunter looking to take a 7-6 lead here in frame number 13. Okay, no problems. Well, the only problem I see here is the old miscue, and that
Don't even
sneak up
say
and
it.
haunt you
Sometimes
at
it sure does.
We'll be right back after turn to tonight's action on Prime Network. Bob Hunter has taken a commanding 4-game lead by winning 3 straight after the critical 13th game. He now leads 10-6. Let's rejoin Jim and Joanne for game 17.
Wow, he is really breaking the balls well, but I don't think he has a shot this time on the 1.
No. Kim is going to come back to the table this game for the first time, and it seems like an hour. I'm sure happy about that. Kim Davenport needs 5 games. Bobby Hunter needs 1 game.
What do you think he's going to do here, Floyd? Is he going to elect to push out?
If I was him, I would push the ball down table and leave Kim Davenport in a situation where he has no pocket to shoot at this stage of the game. Why gamble? Bobby has a 4-game lead. He needs 1 game to make it to the finals. Kim Davenport needs 5 games. Hey, take no chances in this type of situation.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think you're right, and he did just what you said.
Now Kim Davenport is faced with a major decision. Knowing that his opponent only needs 1 game, the pressure is really on Kim right now.
Sure is, and he got down on that ball quickly, didn't he? He knew exactly what he was going to do. He banked that ball. Tremendous shot. Sitting in the chair for all that time.
It sure was. To get out of the chair like that after watching what Bobby Hunter just did to him and rifle that 1 ball straight back. A lot of guts on the part of Kim Davenport.
Oh.
But, hey, he's playing the percentages, too. He needs 5 games. Bobby Hunter only needs 1. Hey, he's got to draw his guns and shoot.
Oh, I have to agree with you there. He's doing exactly that.
And Kim Davenport, who trails 10 games to 6, hasn't played a bad match, Joe. It's just that he hasn't had as many opportunities as Bobby Hunter.
I have a feeling the break came a lot into play there. I think maybe that if after that first break Kim would have stayed over at that side rail, he may be in the position instead that Bobby Hunter is in right now, sitting in the chair just waiting for another chance to win the match.
Going to play this in here, come back across the table. Going to play the 7 in the same pocket with a lot of draw English. Try to suck that cue ball back down table for an easy shot on the 8 ball.
He's got to be careful here now, Floyd, that he doesn't hit this 7 ball too full, not cut it enough. Trying to get position on that 8 ball.
Also, he's got to be very aware of the scratch across sides with his cue ball. He's got to put some draw English on this.
Got to spin his ball here really, really good.
A little hot mustard on that cue ball coming up.
Oh, he just played it very carefully, didn't he? He didn't want to take a chance.
He didn't want to take the chance.
No, well, now.
This is no easy shot he has here on the 8 ball.
He's got to go
up and
send
down
his cue ball 20 feet.
Great shot, Kim Davenport.
Excellent shot.
Look at the speed of the cue ball. All right, nice shot.
That was really.
This is not over.
You are seeing some of the best playing you'll probably ever see right here between Kim Davenport and Bobby Hunter. Excellent shooting.
So frame number 17 goes to Kim Davenport from Modesto, California, who narrows the gap a little bit at 10 games to 7. He now needs 4 games to close out the Hunter, as we call him, but Bobby Hunter only needs 1 game.
Prime Network welcomes you back to the WPA World 9-Ball Championships. In Game 17, Kim Davenport managed to snap Bob Hunter's 4-game winning streak and grab the momentum. Kim will need to flawlessly execute every shot now because Hunter is but 1 game away from victory. His margin for error is down to 0. Let's return to lovely Joanne Mason and the Floyd for more action. Well,
he made a ball, and his cue ball went forward, and the 1 ball went forward, but he did not get a shot.
Yeah, unfortunate for Kim Davenport. He doesn't have the opportunity to clear this table, as Bobby Hunter had a few opportunities a few minutes ago. Sitting here with Joanne Mason, the number 4 ranked player in America. One of the lovely young ladies on the tour today.
He's played a safety with his opposite hand. He shot that lefty. And I don't know that I would have done that, Floyd.
Hey, he looks like he's feeling no pain. Somebody ought to tell him he's losing this game 10-7. He doesn't seem to bother him at all.
No, not at all. I thought, you know, when he was doing that he was just going to hit the one real thin and go up table with his cue ball and leave the one right behind those balls. But he played that short safety instead. And I think he's enabled Bobby to see a piece of the one ball.
Bobby Hunter's taking a look at a combination on the 1-9. He's looking to try to possibly pocket the 9 ball in the side pocket. He'd like to close this out and go home, get some sleep, and come back for the championships tomorrow. This could be the last shot of the match. It's a difficult one.
Oh, and a safety he played.
And a safety.
And I think he also left Kim where he can see this ball. Yep, by the expression on his face just then. Kim can see this ball.
Kim's just going to stop the cue ball here, hide it behind the 5, and play a little snooker on Bobby Hunter. I think he's in perfect position to do that, and yes, he does.
Very good shot.
Okay. All right, now Bobby Hunter here obviously is behind the 5 ball. He's going to have to go to the side rail, hit the 1. The important thing is to hit the 1, otherwise Kim Davenport will have cue ball in hand. So obviously, hey, I'd hit this with a little speed. How about you? Try to slop it in somewhere?
Yeah, I think so, and especially if, depending.
Why not? Play a little Joe the bar pool here. Try to slop that ball in somewhere.
That's right, and he may make, I'll tell you what, if he hits it just right, he may make that 9 ball. That 9 ball's not too far out of the pocket.
I'm sure he's looking at it, no doubt.
Got to look at all the possibilities. He has a number of things that can happen, and if he does hit it in that fashion, the cue ball will have the reaction to come back down here at the other end of the table, and he may get a snooker out of it or a safety shot.
We've got a barn burner going on the other table with Efren Reyes and Johnny Archer. Johnny Archer leading Efren Reyes 9 games to 8, with Efren getting ready to break the balls. But right now, Bobby Hunter snookered behind the 5 ball. Trying to figure out what he wants to do with this 1 ball. Does he want to try to play a defensive shot? Does he want to try to play a lucky shot? This is the decision he has to make right now. He only needs 1 game, and this match will be over.
Yeah, he went. He did.
Going for the luck shot.
Go for it.
Not bad. He got a good roll of the dice there. Left Kim in a difficult situation.
He is in a difficult situation because, as you can see from the way the table is set up, the 1 is near the next ball, which is the 3 ball. And if he chooses to shoot this 1 ball and cut it in, he's got a tough position to get on that 3 ball.
I would think that he would play a little bit of a safe here now. He has himself in a situation, if he can win this particular frame, he's right back in the match. If he could win this game and make the score 10-8, he's only 3 games from a win. Bobby Hunter could possibly never return to the table, but he must win this game. This is an absolute must, of course, with the score being 10-7. It's only a race to 11.
Well, if he does choose to play safe here, he better play a good one, because I'm sure Bobby Hunter is ready to try to close this game right out.
Well, Bobby Hunter has a little bit of air to gamble with. When you got a 10-7 lead, you can take a chance like he just did with the 1 ball. Rolled the dice a little bit, came up lucky. Kim is in a tough situation here. He doesn't know whether to try to cut the 1 ball in. It's kind of natural position for the 3 to go up and down the table, but the problem is making the 1 ball. This is a really difficult shot.
And also the speed, you know, he's got to hit it with a very full stroke then, and he may not even get a shot then on the 3 if he comes up short. He'll be snookered, but it looks like he's doing something completely different than that. He elected to play a safety, and I don't know how that exactly turned out for him.
Well, regardless of whether Bobby can see this ball or not, Kim has played an excellent shot. There's no possibility of pocketing this ball, I don't think. Bobby Hunter's going to have to go into a little defensive strategy himself. And I'm sure he's well aware he only needs one game, and sometimes that can play a little havoc with your mind.
Sometimes that's the hardest game to get, is the one that brings you over the hill. He played a safety.
Okay, look at this shot. Great shot by Bobby Hunter.
Excellent shot, putting the one almost back in the same position as it was earlier. And
Kim Davenport's in a lot of trouble right now.
Sure is. He's got to make sure he hits this ball. He can't afford to give Bobby Hunter ball in hand. And he has hit it. And
he's come out smelling like a rose. Hey, let's face it, from the situation he was in, I'm sure that Kim will take that. He'll gladly go back to his seat and say, well, that's fine, all right.
Well, he's escaped one more move is what's happened. It looks like Bobby is shooting.
Cross side bank on the one ball. And there it is. Nice shot, Bobby Hunter.
That's a winning shot right there. I'd have to say that this game will be almost over.
Could be. Bobby Hunter switching to an opposite-handed shot here. No problem with the 3 ball. Roll his cue ball up there. Has excellent position for the 4. This match right now, Joe, belongs to Bobby Hunter.
Well, it's just routine from here. He's just got to stay down and make these few balls.
Okay, good position for the 5. Nice little angle to stay right there on the bottom rail for the 6.
I'll tell you what, Floyd, if he runs out from here, Kim will be thinking how he played that first safety, that maybe he should have taken a chance to shoot.
Well, this match at this stage of the game belongs to Bobby Hunter. If he doesn't find himself in the finals tomorrow afternoon, it's totally his fault, because right now he is in the driver's seat.
That's for sure.
Watching Bobby Hunter, the 1990 World Straight Pool champion from Carson City, Nevada, with only 2 more balls to go, and he's on the way to a trip to the finals for the World Championship in Taipei, Taiwan.
Yeah, he sure is. Just stay down and make this ball. Very simple shot.
Congratulations to Bobby Hunter, winner of this semifinal match with an 11-7 victory over Kim Davenport. This is Gary Firestone, and I'll be back to interview the 2 top competitors. Time Network's coverage of the World 9-Ball Championships from Taiwan continues. With Bobby Hunter and Kim Davenport, who just played an incredibly tough match, and congratulations for a really good fight. It's a shame somebody had to lose. What was the turning point in the match in your mind?
Well, it was close. It was 6-6 there, and I shot a bank shot, and I made the bank, and I kissed up to the 2, and Bobby won that game. And then he ran a few racks in between there, and I think that was the key point there.
It was a really close match up until then.
Yes, it was.
Congratulations for a really good fight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bobby, heck of a game.
Thank you.
Do you agree with Kim as far as the turning point?
Yeah, I think so. The match could have gone the other way there if he'd have got a good shot on the 2.